All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I came across this video here. I think it was it came out about a month ago or so. All right, but I just saw it concerning, this Jake, all right, or this young so-called black boy, okay, which he was on the train, and I guess he didn't pay his 275 for the metro fare. All right, and as you see in the video, man, you got a whole damn near swarm, all right, of police officers, and they pulled a gun on him, all right, through the I'll play it so you can see it, but they basically pulled a gun on him, all right, through the window thing, all right, so he would stay in one place, and then when the door opened, you'll see how they rush on him, man. All right. But the title says New York police officers pull guns on fare hopping teen. Over $2.75, man. See? Now, when you look at the full video, all right, which I couldn't find it on YouTube, but the whole thing was packed, man. You had people sitting here, people sitting here. Once they saw the cops pointing the gun, everybody just got up and dipped, man. And then, he's just there. He was like, yo, come on. Because he probably thought he was going to die. Look at that. Look at all that, man. So it takes all these police officers for one teenage boy, man. All right, who didn't pay a fare of $2.75. $2.75. He didn't pay a fare to get on the train, and you got all these officers. And you see the way they grabbed him, like as if he was running already. The dude had his hands up. He was just sitting there. He's like, yo, all right, whatever, man. He's about to comply. You know. Look at this, man. And that dude, him right there, that's an undercover. You can see his badge. All right. All right. So you see all that, right? You're seeing all that, and really think about it, because time out. You doing all this over one teenager that didn't pay $2.75, right? But time out. What about all the fraud and all the theft and money stealing and scheming and all that these devils do on a capital level, man? All right. You ever heard of inflational tax? Okay. If you didn't know, your Congress or your government is taking your tax money to pay back, or quote unquote pay back, the debt that they owe the Federal Reserve. Okay? So your taxpayer money, guess what? How you think they bail out these banks whenever these banks file for bankruptcy? The banks that are set up to scam you. Okay? On top of that, listen, man, you paying your tax money and all that, right? You get your paycheck and they take out all these taxes, but your neighborhood stays the same. Oh yes, it's to fix, the roads and all this extra stuff, but your neighborhood stays the same, man. You can have a whole sinkhole, all right, in your street, and that joint will stay there for a good couple months before they even come over there to try and quote unquote take a look at it, man. You know, and I guarantee you that if that was an Edomite man or Edomite boy, they wouldn't do all that, man. Okay, what? But why do they do that? Because it's a part of the curses, man. If that was a so-called Chinese or anybody else, they wouldn't do that. Okay, because it's a part of the curses that the Lord put on us, man. That's why it's affecting us. When you see videos like this, man, who do you primarily see as the victim, or the one being arrested or being shot down or jumped over and all that? Is a Jake, man. Either a black or Latino, man. All right, somebody from the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, or the Northern Kingdom. All right, from Ephraim all the way to Issachar, man. It's either one of them. All right, so let me get a couple of these precepts real quick. All right, and Lord's will, we could get into this, man. So this is Jeremiah 5:6. It says, "Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them, and a leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increased," man. All right, and applying that, if you look at a leopard, and that's why I had the pictures up. When you look at a leopard, man, them leopards, they hide in the trees, because leopards can climb trees. All right. So if you have a leopard chasing you, don't think climbing the tree is gonna keep you safe. But leopards can climb trees, man. Okay. So they some of them, they just be in the cut. Like, you see this one right here. All right, they be in the cut, man, undercover. You don't see them, man. All right, they'll be in the trees, and then when they're gonna hunt, when they come, because they'll spot you in the trees. Is a higher area, they can spot you. All right, and then when they come out, they'll be in the tall grass, man, because their skin can blend in. Okay, so they can slowly creep up on you, and boom, they'll get you, man. And as you saw in the video, and that's what these cops do, man. All right, they'll dress up, like you saw the undercover cop. He'll dress up like a regular civilian and blend in, you know. And the next thing you know, boom, they pop out the bushes on you, you know. Or even when you're driving, man, these cops will be you know hiding in on the roadside, you know, lights off and everything, incognito, so you don't even spot them. But they got their radar or a speed gun or whatever out. They're waiting for you, man. Okay. And when they find you, they go all out, man. Now, he's lucky they didn't even shoot him. But hold up, you're pulling out that's the thing. You pulled out a whole. They pulled out guns on this kid for not paying $2.75. Oh boy. Hey, but it shows you that we're in the land of our captivity, man. This isn't our rest. This is the place of our punishment. Okay. Nonetheless, guess what? Zechariah 2:8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. All right. So regardless of what we did and the Lord punishing us using Esau, because the scriptures tell you that all right, or these Edomites are the whipping stick of the Lord. All right. So these so-called Caucasians, which are in power right now, all right, guess what? Regardless of how the Lord used you to punish us, you still touch the apple of his eye. All these different accounts, the Lord didn't forget. All right, the scriptures tell you the Most High requires that which is past. Okay, so these cops getting out of hand, the Most High, look, man, the Most High is gonna get you, man. All right, these centurions, whether they be Jake or Esau, listen, man, the Most High is gonna get you. All right, gunning down the Lord's people in the streets and all of that. Yeah, those are curses, and it's double fold. It's a punishment for our transgressions. But then again, you're gonna have to pay for that. All right. This is Ezekiel 35:6, because that's like you being a commoner, all right, or a servant in the house, a butler or something, and you see the king's son misbehaving, all right, and you go and you put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? You beat his ass or whatever for misbehaving, but you're not his caretaker or anything. You're just somebody who's supposed to, I guess, serve drinks or whatever. What you think the king is gonna do to you? You know, because yeah, the king, he can punish his son. He'll whoop his ass and all that. But let somebody else come and do that and see what happens to that person. So the same thing, man. You done touched the apple of the Lord's eye. Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not, or since thou hast now hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay, because that's Esau, man. These Edomites, man, they eat their food with blood. All right, they can, man, it's just in them. They're bloodthirsty demons. All right. It says, I'm moving on. Last precept. I'm not gonna make it a long video, just a short video, real quick. It says, thy sons, Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. And this is a part of the curses, man. No might in thy hand. That kid couldn't do anything. The older guy who was recording, he couldn't do anything. You had a train full of, majority of them being Israelites, but and none of them could do anything because there's no power in your hand. Right now the one who has the power is Esau. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So right now they're the ones in power. They're the ones in rulership, man. Okay. So as of look in this state, until the Lord takes them out of power, because it tells you in the book of Daniel, the Most High setteth up kingdoms and taketh them down. All right. We gotta play our part, and as Yahweh Shai said, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Okay. Because just like the Roman Empire didn't go down until it was time for it to go down. Okay. You had people that tried to revolt back then, but it didn't work out. All right. It tells you that in the book of Acts, man. What's his name? Gamaliel. When they put the apostles on trial, he let him know. He brought it up to remembrance. Like, yo, there were other people that tried to revolt. All right. And it didn't work out. So if this matter be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you gonna end up fighting against the Most High. Same thing that Jeremiah was telling Jake, man. Yo, just be subject to the Babylonians, man. All right, because the Lord has set them up to be in power at that moment. So you got to be subject to them. Okay, and if you try to do otherwise, you gonna get judged, man. So it's the same thing. The Lord said, look, this you know what, and really he should have just paid the fare. Okay, knowing that this is the kind of society you're living in with all these going on, man. Yeah, Esau goes overboard and is ridiculous, but when you know that, how do you arm yourself? You arm yourself mentally, and you learn from it and say, you know what, cool, I'm gonna just pay the fare so I can avoid all this. Because I know it's ridiculous for him to do all this, but he's in rulership right now. So if he finds you and catches you, he'll especially you being Jake, of course he's gonna go overboard. So using that wisdom, you avoid it and you deal as you're supposed to. All right. But yeah, like I said, I'm ending here. It was just a short clip. All right. Just showing you once again, man, we're in the land of our captivity, man. This is not like Paul said, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. All right. So that's why we're constantly doing these videos, and we're constantly, crying unto the Lord so we can get out of this situation, man. Because only the Lord can take us out of this situation. All right. But with that, I hope this was edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.